Right now, the greatest wealth migration in human history is happening completely in the shadows. By the end of 2026, a staggering 165,000 millionaires will pack their bags and permanently leave their home countries. The United Kingdom alone is projected to lose 16,500 millionaires this year, taking nearly $92 billion with them. Think of it as a global game of musical chairs. But these chairs are made of solid gold, and the music is rapidly stopping in the West. For decades, wealthy elites parked their money in London, New York, and Geneva. But the old rules are breaking. Today, the world's capital is fleeing toward two untouchable financial fortresses, Dubai and Singapore. Why are the rich suddenly terrified? And more importantly, how are they hiding their trillions? To understand this exodus, we have to follow the money, and the numbers are absolutely staggering. This year alone, the United Arab Emirates is absorbing 9,800 new millionaires, bringing an estimated $63 billion in liquid wealth. Meanwhile, Singapore is quietly securing another 1,600 ultra-wealthy individuals, adding almost $9 billion to its vaults. This is not just rich people looking for sunny beaches or luxury shopping. This is a systematic, highly calculated reallocation of global capital. Wealthy families are actively seeking preservation. They are abandoning jurisdictions they view as financially unstable and politically hostile. Instead, they are moving to places that offer absolute certainty, zero income tax, and regulatory red carpets. The wealthy are building a parallel financial universe. So, what triggered this panic? Let's look at the mechanics of the collapse. For generations, the United Kingdom was the ultimate safe deposit box, thanks to its famous non-domicile tax regime. But in 2024, the UK government panicked over debt and essentially scrapped this historic tax shield. Suddenly, the foreign income of the global elite became a target for heavy taxation. Imagine building a reinforced fortress to protect your family, only to have your landlord casually hand the master keys to the taxman. The wealthy realized they were trapped in a sinking ship. They needed a new system. They demanded jurisdictions that respected capital, offered total privacy, and possessed an unbreakable legal framework. The East was ready and waiting with open arms. Enter Singapore. To attract this fleeing capital, Singapore didn't just offer low taxes, they engineered a financial weapon. They created the Variable Capital Company, or VCC. Think of a VCC as a highly advanced submarine with watertight compartments. If one single compartment floods, the others stay completely dry. This structure allows family offices to pool completely different assets, like real estate, corporate stocks, and crypto, into separate sub-funds under one single corporate roof. It eliminates massive administrative friction. It is entirely private. The register of shareholders is not public. It is a brilliant, highly efficient vault, designed specifically to protect generational wealth from prying eyes and legal disputes. Singapore built the perfect legal umbrella, and the world's billionaires rushed to stand underneath it. Meanwhile, Dubai built an entirely separate financial dimension. The Dubai International Financial Center, known as the DIFC, operates on independent English common law, completely distinct from the wider legal system of the UAE. In early 2026, Dubai introduced its very own VCC regulations, perfectly tailored for private family wealth. But Dubai took it a step further. They offer private foundations that legally shield family assets from aggressive lawsuits and messy inheritance disputes. The demand is explosive. In just the first quarter of 2026, 158 new foundations were registered in the DIFC. That is a massive 108% jump from the previous year. Capital wants a legally untouchable home. Dubai and Singapore provided the exact blueprints the ultra-rich were begging for. The absolute turning point for this global shift occurred in 2024. The UAE was officially removed from the global financial watchdog's gray list. This critical moment proved to the international community that Dubai was extremely serious about regulatory compliance and clean money. Once that stigma vanished, the floodgates completely burst open. Global capital poured into the region at an unprecedented scale. Today, the DIFC hosts over 120 family offices, managing an astonishing $1.2 trillion in assets. We are currently in the middle of a monumental $124 trillion global wealth transfer. As the older Western-based generation passes their vast fortunes to the younger generation, that new money is actively bypassing the West entirely, flowing directly into these new Eastern fortresses. What are the true ripple effects when trillions of dollars suddenly leave your country? It is a phenomenon known as capital flight. When governments attempt to squeeze the rich too tightly, that capital simply buys a first-class ticket and vanishes. In places like London, tax revenues stall, high-end retail suffers, luxury real estate markets stagnate and cool down. This exodus is fundamentally shifting geopolitical power. Western governments are currently drowning in record levels of national debt. At the exact same time, these Eastern financial hubs are accumulating massive amounts of hard cash and liquid assets. They are essentially draining the financial lifeblood from the West. The countries losing these millionaires are losing the very tax base required to fund their own future infrastructure and social programs. This massive tidal wave of capital is completely warping economic reality in Dubai and Singapore. Prime luxury real estate in Dubai saw a projected 5% surge heading into 2025 alone, driven purely by ultra-high net worth buyers competing for limited mansions. In Singapore, the government implemented incredibly strict regulations and massive stamp duties to cool down the housing market. But the invading wealth simply pays the exorbitant premium without blinking. They are not buying houses, they are buying absolute stability. This is no longer about lifestyle migration or chasing a sunny climate. It is a highly defensive financial strategy. Capital is actively seeking a bomb-proof fortress. And as geopolitical tensions rise globally, these untouched havens are becoming the most valuable land on the entire planet. We are witnessing a historic fragmentation of the global order. The unsettling truth is that the global economy is no longer anchored by the West. While average citizens in America and Europe struggle daily with creeping inflation, stagnant wages, and crippling tax burdens, the ultra-wealthy have simply opted out. They have legally seceded from the traditional financial system. They have built an invisible, entirely parallel economy protected by the deserts of Dubai and the skyscrapers of Singapore. These untouched havens prove that in the modern world, extreme wealth has absolutely no borders and no patriotism. It owes loyalty only to preservation. The rules you are forced to play by do not apply to the trillions of dollars currently moving through these silent, frictionless financial pipelines. These new financial havens are aggressively rewriting the rules of global power. If you do not understand how this invisible hand moves trillions of dollars globally, you will never truly understand why your own cost of living keeps rising while others prosper. The world's wealth is not vanishing, it is merely relocating. What do you think about this massive wealth migration? Is this a smart survival strategy by the rich, or a dangerous betrayal of their home countries? I want to hear your thoughts, so let me know in the comments below. If you want to uncover more hidden secrets of the global financial system, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. See you in the next documentary.